Your face is... I like your face a lot, Nifrim. I don't want to see it gone.
Thank you. That's very
They
kind.
kind of blushes.
That's a weird compliment.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Forge Lore, where we tell stories through Dungeons and Dragons. Now, before we begin, just in case you didn't see the announcement, unfortunately, our friend Eric, who plays Gendry, has left the show to focus on his family and career. We'll miss his crazy antics, as I'm sure you will as well, but we respect the choice, wish him the best, and we appreciate your understanding. Now, let's go over to Emmy. You have some announcement, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, with all of that being said about Eric leaving us, that means we have some merch in our merch store that is exclusive only to Gendry. And that, guess what, just went live at 3 o'clock p.m. today. Our time, what are we? Eastern?
Eastern.
Yep. I'm very good with time zones. Anyway, it's a flash sale for the next 2 weeks until March 7th. All of Gendry's, just specific to Gendry, all of his merch is on sale. And you'll find it at our website. Fuck, Steve.
You can do, it's in the comments, or it's in the description on YouTube, or Bang merch in the chat. Yep. I still haven't set up the fucking subdomain. Sorry.
And with also coming with that, I'm working on a new merch design for the Moonathier. So, stay tuned for that. Hopefully by next week we'll have a few more items to drop in the shop. And that's all I got.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right, folks. It's your last chance to get some of that merch. So if you've been kind of like, I'm thinking about getting this Gendry shirt, I'm thinking about getting that stuff, now's your time, folks. We got it as cheap as it can be, so go grab it now. Thank you, Emmy. As I bring my notes back up,
it'll be a collector's item when we get famous without him.
That's right. Oof.
Oh God. Oh God.
Moving on.
For Moonathier merch, you know how the cow jumps over the moon? You should have a moon and then a deer.
Well, it's Moonathier.
It's Moonathier.
No, it's Moonathier now.
Okay.
Moving on, we do have one more announcement before we begin. This Sunday, February 25th, we'll be over on the Rulebook Optional channel for Part 2 of Golden Steam, y'all! The show starts at 4 p.m. Pacific. Okay, calm down. 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Come join us for some dope steampunk noir antics, DM'd by our amazing friend, Drew. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the VOD on their Twitch or YouTube. Links are going to be down in the description, y'all. Now, whew, that was a lot to catch up on.
There'll be 2 gingers on that show. Double prizes.
Except you're not Ginger anymore.
Shut up.
All right. That was a lot to catch up on.
He's just a ginger in disguise as not a ginger.
Now it's time to catch up on some D&D. Roll it. Do you guys remember when you helped Marcus exact some vengeance? Gendry took a face, Cydric became paranoid, Nifrim had the talk with Oscar, and Marcus committed avunculicide. It means he killed his uncle. I googled it. Your group traveled to Midgard to visit the Specky Library to learn more about the ancient AI being Mini, who sparked a war between the nations of Thorin. You learn that Mini appears to have a failsafe protocol to shut down, which requires activations from 2 terminals across the planet. While in the city, you found that part of it was run by a segment of the Kelris crime family, which happens to be relatives of Marcus that killed his immediate family. With the help of the Silent Fate Thieves Guild, you managed to assault Marcus's uncle Durlar in his penthouse. After the battle, Mini appeared via robot to blow up the skyscraper. You barely managed to dive out the window in time, landing on a rooftop to question Durlar. After Marcus ended him, you all witnessed Gendry remove his face, revealing how he makes such good masks. This made for uncomfortable sleep that night for some of you, before Oscar had a talk with Nif over breakfast. He confided that he doesn't feel he's up to adventuring anymore, and thinks he'd be more help staying behind at the library to essentially be your guy in the chair. And that is where our story continues. So, Nif and Oscar, currently in the tavern on the first floor of the Halfway Home Inn and Tavern. Marcus just came down and greeted them. Cedric, are you on your way down?
Yes.
All right, you come down
suspiciously, because I don't know Gendry's gone yet, right?
Yeah, so. I mean, you come out. His door, his room's across from yours, and like you kind of open your door and peek out. You see the door closed, and look around. You don't see him, so you feel good going down. Yeah.
Bing bong backpack. Can he be in sentry mode behind me?
I mean, he can be on the lookout. Yeah.
Okay. Bing bong backpack sentry mode.
Activate.
Bing bong. So yeah, you head down and find, like shortly after Marcus, you find Marcus, Nif, and Oscar, eating breakfast at a table.
Perception? What's the mood?
You go ahead, actually give me an insight.
That's a natural 18 plus 2.
As you get down there, you see Marcus is just sitting down. He seems Marcus-y enough.
Happy. No, yeah. He is elated.
Oscar and Nif seem kind of awkward, almost, especially Oscar. He's just kind of, oh, hey guys, good morning. How's it going? These pancakes are great. Not eggs, definitely pancakes. How's it going, everybody? Good morning. What's going on?
Everything okay, Oscar?
Oh yeah, totally. I was just telling Nifrim here, that I think I could be a lot of help to you guys in this whole situation, this, saving the world thing that you're doing. I think I would be better help, hanging back and sort of staying at the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seemed a little out of sorts when we were fighting in that tower. I think you may have piddled on me a little bit when we were in the air. But it's okay.
I'm really not a fan of heights, and that's probably the highest I've ever been. I wasn't a fan of it. That's for sure.
If you want to get higher, you should go check out what's-his-face's Sillyweed.
Different kind of high, Cedric.
Yeah, not quite the same. I don't really deal with that,
No, it's all right. Heights, they can be a struggle for certain people, and there's nothing to be ashamed of about that.
It probably seems a lot higher to you because you're so short.
Probably, sure, that's probably it. I think you're onto something, Cedric. Absolutely, yes, that is... And he just starts, shoving pancakes in his mouth.
I want pancakes. Excuse me, pancakes. Pancakes, please, right here, in my mouth.
Come in, Roy.
Thank you.
It's
just
understandable.
Pours it in his mouth.
Just pours the pancake mix.
Not even full pancakes, just the batter.
Just the batter and a jug of syrup, so it's both going. Okay, anyway.
Moving on.
Don't try this at home.
We do have the ability to teleport once a day, so that's useful to come back to Midgard. And Oscar and I can send messages once a day to each other, so that's also a good way to keep in contact. So
you can just get your freak on once a day.
Excuse me? What?
Nothing.
He just keeps shoving more pancakes in his already full mouth.
Do you have a place of permanent residence here then?
Maybe Eelston wouldn't mind taking you in.
I'm sure I could sort something out. I've got plenty of money. I can always just stay here. Or maybe I'll talk to Eelston.
Where's Gendry? Usually he's
probably
up.
ripping some more
Is he
faces
still
off.
alive? Maybe he died
Usually he's up
overnight, I don't know.
before these other two are, but I haven't seen him yet this morning.
It just takes me a while to get into my armor.
No, that's not anything to be ashamed about. Do not misunderstand me.
Cedric does a perception of the room to see if he can see any of his familiar disguises.
Yeah, give me
Does
perception.
Does that mean you go around feeling chairs?
We'll
I
find
do
out.
give
Depends on
very
the roll.
suspicious looks to the chairs.
Roll a nat one, please.
Oh, I get advantage with perception.
Yes.
Are you touching your sword?
Gross.
Always.
Don't be gross, Tammy.
Always touching my sword.
I made
16.
that one happen. My apologies.
16, looking around the room. There's not too many people in here. This is kind of late morning, honestly, because you guys were up late.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably around 10 or so, maybe a.m. But looking around the face, you don't recognize any of the faces, as far as ones that, you've seen Gendry use or that have randomly showed up in your party.
Right.
Quite a few chairs, but none of them, you kind of spend a moment just staring at each one, and none of them really move. One of them you think maybe, but you're like,
Okay.
and then someone sits on it, and you're like, okay, that can't be him.
Are you okay, Cedric?
I'm envisioning a comical moment where I accuse someone of being Gendry, and then I rip off their face, but cartoon style, and it's just their skeleton, and they're just like, "Hey, give that back!"
Oh my god!
My face!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Become what I
god!
hate!
That was a quick arc.
Really quick, overnight.
Oh, I'm him now.
Well, maybe
But yeah, no, you don't really see anyone now.
Okay. Marcus, I'm looking for Gendry, and he likes to be chairs, so I was looking at the chairs.
Cheers. I'll go check on him. Do you want to come with me?
Yes. To protect you, mostly. I don't want your face to come off.
You think I need protection, Cedric? You've seen what I can do.
But
You've seen what he can do.
Yeah, he can rip faces off.
Your
Yes.
face is... I like your face a lot, Nephrim. I don't want to see it gone.
Thank you. That's very
They
kind.
kind of blushes.
That's a weird compliment.
You're a weird
No,
compliment! I mean,
Really suck
what?
if your face got ripped off. I kind of like your face. You don't hear that every day.
Well, anyway, should we go check on him?
Yeah, let's
he's
do that.
Right.
Yeah, let's go. And then I finish the food.
There's no
Bring the
way
plate
that-
with me. I'm like,
I haven't even
Kelris
gotten my
would-
pancakes yet, but whatever. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you guys were probably waiting a little while, and you got your pancakes. They were fucking delicious.
pancakes, eggs, bacon, and sausage.
Yeah,
There's-
a gold each for breakfast.
Okay. There's no way that the Kelris would retaliate, right? Since we sort of cut off the proverbial head, they wouldn't
I wasn't
Try-
think so.
to harm one of us, right? What's the point?
What do you think, Marcus?
Eventually they will.
But I mean, so immediately.
Oh,
And what did they go after
No.
you, not Gendry?
I mean, probably.
Well, here's to hoping that he's all right.
All right. So you guys head up the 9 flights of stairs. Or
Gotta
9
get that
floors.
legwork in.
Gonna do
Yeah,
little boot
it's-
farts to
yep.
avoid climbing the stair. No, I'm just kidding.
You do see as you're going up the stairs, you see a wizard or a dude in a robe just kind of floating down the center column. Just
Love it.
Show off.
Morning. And you guys make it to the top floor, and as before, Gendry's door is closed.
I would like to check for traps.
Give me an investigation.
Oh boy. Somebody want to help me with this?
Sure, I'll help. Look.
Oh. Okay, that'll be a 30.
Oh, I don't know how much you see. Like, you see the code of the Matrix and stuff, but other than that, you don't see any traps, which is actually kind of odd.
No traps?
No traps.
I'll wiggle the doorknob
And
to see if it's locked.
It's unlocked.
She is gonna...
I'll
pull out
open
her
it
bow.
if you don't want to, get hurt.
Oh no, I'm just more thinking, maybe slowly. I'm gonna knock an arrow. Go for
It's
it, Marcus.
Gendry, and just open the door and go
Straight
in.
up open the door. As you enter the room, give me perception.
Cameo by Essek.
That's all that.
I rolled a
17.
23.
17. What'd you get, Cyderic?
23.
23?
Yeah.
Quickly looking around the room, you feel confident you don't see anyone in the room.
Are there
The
chairs?
bed is made. Everything's kind of neatly put away and stuff. But in the middle of the room is a chair with some items on it. You see a stack of papers and something sitting on top of them.
What's
Pick it up.
No Gendry.
I give them.
Gendry.
I pick up the stack of papers and I give it to you guys because I don't care about all that. And then I pick up the chair and I smash it on the ground.
So
Not
as
Gendry,
you
then.
on top
That
of
is
the papers,
hotel property.
on top of the papers, you do see, you do find a token. It's a fate token, a silent fate token. You recognize the symbol of what is it? A raven.
It's the raven.
On a moon.
Mm-hmm.
A half moon or a crescent moon. The raven holding a dagger in its mouth. Kind of just made out of metal. Just a little kind of almost challenge coin thing. And then the papers you hand, it's a stack of papers like this thick. Kind of bound together, and you hand that over, and as you lift up the papers underneath, you kind of, there's a face on the seat of this chair underneath.
Duh!
Durlars?
Looking closer, kind of, what the fuck? It appears to be Gendry's face. The face that he would normally wear as Gendry. Yeah.
I would like to pick it up and flip it over to inspect the inside. Does this appear to be an actual fucking human face? Or is this like the one he gave me with the prosthetic?
Give me an investigation with advantage just because you know how to make these.
Well, that was a 4 and a 3 for a 16.
Well, Jesus, who cares? Flipping it over, you see, you're kind of inspecting the stitching and the kind of material on the back. You're actually pretty confident that this is leather. It's very, like, the outside, the skin, the face part, it looks very realistic, but the inside, you can tell from the texture that it does appear to be, like, cured leather.
Okay, I feel a little better about that.
And then at this point, Cyderic, you lift the chair and just smash it. It shatters into pieces.
Well, shit. The paperwork, what does it say?
So as you're looking over the paperwork, it has a note on the first page, written in kind of different handwriting than the rest of it. It's a note that says, I've left to find myself. And as you kind of read the first page, the text on the first page, it's handwritten, but different handwriting. It looks like research from the Specky Library. You recognize kind of the format. And the title is Research on Aeshir Taemlin. Yeah, Cedric?
As you guys are inspecting this document and not paying attention, I put on Gendry's face.
I've got that in my hands, you asshole.
Dang it!
You want to?
Hey, do you have sleight of hand?
Yeah, you want to sleight of hand it?
Fucking try to
Maybe.
steal
Because right
it from
now
me.
she's looking through the papers as well.
Well, I'm
so.
holding it, but like
Yeah.
Marcus was looking through the
yeah.
papers. But if I'm like engrossed in that, I may not
Yeah.
notice.
Give me a sleight of hand. Nif, what's your passive?
16.
16?
I rolled a 17. Total with my.
You barely manage. You wait until the moment where Nifrim's like, oh wait, what's that? And kind of leans over and you just barely slip it out of her
Snicked.
fingers and manage to put it on. As you're going through the papers, like I said, it says research on Aeshir Taemlin, and you as the players and you as the audience, I mentioned this is the research that Gendry did back at the Specky Library
Right.
on a certain name.
Okay.
Who the bloody hell is
long-
Aeshir Taemlin?
Long story short, as you're reading through this, basically Aeshir Taemlin was a powerful sorcerer several years ago, maybe a decade or so, that rose to power and raised an army to assault Hoðring, which you know is the most well-protected city in all of Thorin. It's never fallen to invasion. And it's kind of Alfheim's last sort of, stronghold. And yes, it is Gendry's too. The story tells about his assault on the Hoðring city. He and his army made it further than anyone else. They're the only army to make it past the second wall. There's also notes in there about how because it barely failed, and because they made it so far afterwards, there's rumors that the Hoðring people created, because Hoðring is nestled in kind of a mountain range, kind of surrounded on three sides by mountains. And there's rumors that they dug tunnels in those mountains around to the outside, behind the entrance, outside the entrance of the outermost gates in the outermost city, to allow for sorties to stop another invasion like that before it could get as far. Reading through it, you see information about, it talks about how basically it's thought that one of the main reasons he made it so far is that he had a very intelligent and strategic kind of second in command, named Enid, a woman, another, a warrior or a fighter, but a tactician most of all. And she was killed by at the time, Jarl of Hoðring, and just before this Aeshir Taemlin killed him. It includes a sketch of this Enid person. And Nifrim, you immediately recognize this. Long ago, you caught Gendry staring at a picture that he ended up putting in a locket of a woman. This is that woman.
roughly 40 episodes ago.
They're out.
Holy shit. So it's definitely the same person?
Absolutely, unmistakably. Also, on the last page, you find one more note in different handwriting that says, "Also, I urinated in Sidric's water skin yesterday. You're welcome."
Josh!
That's fucking rude.
One last
rude.
bit.
I haven't drinking out of it yet, though.
Well, shit.
It says yesterday.
Gross. I take the water skin out and I just toss it in the fire. I'm getting a new one. Yuck.
This must have been... It must have been him in that... I saw a painting. It was a very small picture that he kept with him. I saw it on accident. I was going to try to pull a prank like you guys do, and I sort of stumbled across a very intimate moment in which I quickly backed away to give him privacy, but I must have seen who Gendry actually was, this Aeshir, if that's to be believed, if we're assuming he's the same, one and the same. So he's...
You're feeling confident.
So what does this mean? Is he just gone?
Appears so.
I mean, the Sfate was talking about... They seemed impressed by his whole disguise ability without illusion. And,
Well, to be fair,
sounds like... Yeah?
he did warn me that one day he may just get up and go. He's been saying that pretty much the whole time, so I guess we shouldn't be terrifically surprised.
I mean, it's okay. I was pretty disturbed about the face ripping, and I was concerned about having him in our party going forward, so
It
Yeah,
was
I'm not too
was
upset.
pretty weird.
also I'm still wearing Gendry's face. Just
I'm gonna
You
look
guys
up.
turn around as he says this. Holy shit!
Holy shit! And then I punch him right in the face.
I'm
Roll to attack.
Gendry.
Roll an armed attack.
I loose my arrow. No.
Fireball!
And I have it on poorly, so it's like I'm trying to hold
It's
it
all
on my
messed
face.
up.
So it's just like,
Unarmed strike.
Nose is sticking out the eye hole.
No.
My unarmed strike is a 18 to
you
hit.
don't. You do not hit.
you
I'm
you go and
angry.
you just barely
Oh my God.
whiff past his face. What the
What
hell,
the fuck?
Cedric? Jesus! Oh wow!
I don't know about you, but I think we have missions to do, so let's get it done.
Could you do me a very big favor and take that fucking thing off your face?
What are you talking about? This is my face. I'm sounding like Donald Trump, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm
Okay,
going
take
to
it off
be-
because I don't want to sound like.
This is my face, Bigly.
It is the best face. The best
A
face.
lot of people are saying it. Anyway,
You know
moving
what?
on.
Moving on sounds great to me.
Moving on.
All right. So what should we do for the day? I would kind of love to go to
Well-
the library. I have a few things
Yeah,
I'd
I
like
would-
to look up.
I would like to go get my armor.
Oh, your armor should
Oh,
be done today.
Right. Yeah, let's go do that.
Yes.
And on the way, I would like to keep my eye out for some kind of like oddities shop. I'm looking for a specific kind of dust that is magical, I believe, in nature.
Got you.
Dust of dryness.
No.
Also,
Dust of wetness?
Marcus, as you're kind of making sure you got everything you need, you notice as you kind of move your alms box, it has something in it.
Ooh.
You
Yay.
open it up to find 1,555 gold. Thanks
Divided
to
by
the
3 now, baby.
Say that one more
thanks
time.
to the generous donations.
1,555.
Yep. Thanks to the generous
Damn.
donations of our fans. Love you guys. Thank you very much.
518 gold.
Damn! Y'all's rich.
Excellent.
Amazing.
So are we selling a bunch of stuff?
We do
today?
have things to sell.
can.
Oh yeah, Nifrim will also like divvy out the loot and everything.
Yeah.
So now, Marcus, you have your Mizium armor, and the,
How much
gold?
How much gold is split three-way? Because
We
you didn't
split
give out
that-
the gold yet.
we did split that last episode. I didn't
I didn't add it.
technically get. Oh, okay. Well, I'll figure out the amount. I'll send a message later.
It was a lot though, right?
It was quite a bit.
It was quite a bit. It was quite a bit.
I will redo that and split it correctly.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to find a very specific kind of thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Excuse me for 20 minutes. I go off to chase the armor.
You're about to go pick up your new armor, and you're like, let me put on this other armor first.
Oh wait, do I have to
20 minutes?
repair it at all? Like, we beat the ever-living shit out of that guy
I
while
don't
he was
think that's how
wearing
5e works. I don't think
I
it
mean,
matters.
Decrease the value.
It's scuffed up. It's like it would decrease the value a bit. If you wanted, you could spend some time today practicing your blacksmithing to repair it. If
I was
you
gonna
gotta go get
to the
tools,
library
but
and
yeah.
learn more about it. And get
What
tools.
you pretty much know enough. It's now just a matter of practicing, and getting the tools.
Okay.
So he wouldn't have to research, it'd just be more like
Yeah,
rolls.
instead of spending the day researching, it would be spending the day practicing, basically.
Okay.
Kind of like Cedric did
like-
with his piccolo.
I'll practice on like that full plate that I got before, repair that, and then like do that while they go and do a thing. Like, I'm assuming the guy who made the armor for me would also sell, tools. Maybe.
Right. Okay. So you guys want to head to the armor first?
Sure.
The blacksmith?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna pull that up. So you head over to Real Steel, kind of in downtown. Walk in, and you see the female half-orc from before, brawny, like kind of buff lady.
Hello.
Yeah. Very, chiseled jaw and small tusks upward, and she looks up. She's currently, kind of working in a book, like filling out some kind of paperwork or something, balancing her book, something at the desk. And she looks up as you walk in. Boy, hello. Oh, it's you. The one with the dragon scale armor, right?
Indeed.
Just finished it last night. I think you're gonna be very happy with this. She goes and, kind of to around a corner, and you hear kind of some shuffling about of like metal and stuff. You hear ting 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 ting. Oh, fuck. Ting, ting, and comes around, kind
Do
of
you
lugging
require
this.
aid?
No, I've got it. Comes around the corner, lugging this big piece of plate armor. Red
It
dragon
looks
scales layered over the chest plate.
Finally.
Greaves and kind of gauntlets, pauldrons, all just covered in these red scales that you gave to her for it. As she kind of plops it on the desk, you see kind of emblazoned on the chest. There's like it's all kind of like shingled, with the scales. But in the middle, there's kind of a metal plate, kind of in a triangle, and on that plate is the Hammer of Thor symbol. very intricately,
Nice.
like, detailed. Some nice kind of, like, winding designs through the hammer. Yeah.
Hear
I
a
like
ding.
the shirt on
Filigree.
our merch store. Yeah, that one. And all done. It's quite fun, honestly. But yeah, you're all
Looks
paid up.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much. Keep it clean. It'll stay that way.
I will.
But yeah, you're
mean,
all paid up.
Not really, but
No worries there. So, Marcus, you can add, if you search in inventory in D&D Beyond, red dragon scale plate, I believe it's called. Search.
Is that fire immunity or fire resistance?
So, it had, red dragon plate armor. It has resistance to fire. And this person's specialty, I infused it with some very nice metals. Should be harder to do major damage to you. This,
Thank you.
like the Mizium armor that Durlar had, you cannot be critted against. If someone
Nice.
crits against you, it's normal damage.
Nice.
But yeah. It's honestly quite fun. I haven't dealt with dragon scales in quite a long time. You know, it's very nice. But yeah. Anything else I can do for you?
Basic toolkit for blacksmithing?
Trying to run me out of my job? I'm just
No,
fucking with you. I don't care. No one's better than me. No worries. Yeah, actually, I do have some tools for sale. An old set I used to use. Should be just fine. Looking for the full set.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Let me just go grab them. She goes, kind of around the corner again. More. Oh, fuck! My fucking arm. Oh, goddamn. Oh, right. Comes back around. Plops a like she's got like a leather bundle, kind of almost like a rolled up bundle. Kind of thunk, slams it on the wooden desk, and like with a swipe it unrolls, and you see, I mean, they're a bit dinged up, bit dirty, but it does appear to be a full set.
Clean 'em.
Yeah, a full set of smithing tools.
Nice.
Tell you what, you know, I'm rather partial to these. My first set, you know, kind of sentimental, but, fuck it. 15 gold?
You've got a deal.
Alright then. Shakes your hand, takes the gold. All yours. Anything else?
Not as of yet, but if I run across any interesting animal hides, I will be sure to bring them back for more armor.
Sure you do. Look forward to it. And if you have any more dragon scales, oof. Love working that shit.
Oh, I wish. That blue dragon sank to the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
I was just curious.
Like blue dragon?
Do you... and a kraken. Do you happen to buy items off of people?
Depends. Sometimes. Depends what you got. Are you looking to sell?
Well, we have some weapons that we could sell, but I don't know if you deal in any of that.
Sure. I mean, depending on the condition, yeah, sure. I mean, I can always fix them up. I guess I'll take whatever, but yeah.
Well,
Tell me what you
actually,
got.
they're in very good condition, and they are +1 weapons, so they are enchanted. I have a long sword, a mace, a heavy crossbow, and a short sword.
Well, then, that's rather nice. Let me just bring this up one moment. I find my...
I know that's a lot. I know that's a lot, but it's, you know, things that would be useful for us to
Sorry,
get some
what all
money
you
out
got?
of. A long sword, a mace, heavy crossbow, and a short sword.
All +1?
Mm-hmm. All of them.
I could probably take the whole lot off your hands for 400 gold.
I'm wondering. I don't mean any offense, of course. I've been able to see your work. I'm just curious if maybe you might be able to, seeing as how Marcus here has spent quite a bit on his armor, perhaps maybe adjust your prices a bit. I'm in real life terrible at haggling.
Well, go ahead and roll that there persuasion. Let's see how it goes.
Why am I doing this?
Would you like me to?
I can try to help by flexing beautifully in the background.
I mean, one of you can, what do you say, Marcus?
Well, I think since we already have a great, business partnership here, maybe you could get us a little more. Oh.
All right, go ahead and you both roll.
As a investment in future endeavors.
It'll be a 5 for me.
Nice.
It'll be a 16 for me.
Nice. Is you flexing? Where'd you get Marcus?
I got a 24.
God, yes.
Yep.
God, yes.
I suppose. And they are already enchanted. Good conditions, so...
101 gold.
All right, how about, I could probably do... Let's go 650 for the lot.
All right, I'd say that's fair enough.
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
All right, then.
I also have, a couple of daggers and a light crossbow, and... they're nothing incredibly special, so since you've been so kind as to up your prices, I'll just toss those 3 on if you would like.
That's mighty fine. Appreciate that.
Probably done that to persuade in the first place.
Probably.
Anyway.
It probably would have given you advantage, but that's all right, love. No worries.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, and
I
then
feel like this is the beginning of a lovely business relationship.
Indeed.
I still have Durlar's sword. I think I'd like to wait to sell that to like a person who does swords.
I mean, they do swords here.
Oh, I thought she was just mostly armory stuff.
It's blacksmith, so.
What's that sword do?
Yeah, what was that sword?
So that is that's the sword that if you crit, it automatically adds plus 14 damage on top of the double dice damage. And if you crit, you roll another d20. If you roll a natural 20 on that second die, it lobs off a limb.
Whoa. I don't know if we should sell that.
Well,
Is it a finessable weapon?
No, it's a.
No.
Was it a
It is
long
a great sword.
Or
it's
was
a
it
It's
great
a great sword.
It's two-handed.
Barbarians
was it?
can have 2 giant sword, a giant sword, and
Was it a
hammer
specific
on my
sword
back.
in D&D Beyond?
Yeah, it was something. One sec.
It was something.
What's the
It
base
is
damage on
the Great Sword of Sharpness. It's a great sword, so I think that's a 2d6, I think, right?
it? That's about the same as Hofood. I think we should hold on to it.
Okay, I'll keep hold of it for now.
I think
put it
it
on my
might
back.
need attunement, though.
It does
think.
require
Weapons?
attunement. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
for the magical bit, the extra 14 and the lobbing off, it does require attunement.
Boo.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
sword, though.
fucking good though, dude.
Yeah.
It looks fucking gorgeous, very elaborate.
You can swap attunements. It only takes an hour.
That's true.
Yeah, but
By the
It only takes an hour of you sitting there going, "You're such a good sword."
by the way, we get 217 gold apiece from that stuff I just sold.
Yay.
Nice.
Did you get that, Joshy?
yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Joshy.
I already
Josh.
divided it by 3.
Joshua.
Zhoosh.
Huh.
You're not interested in selling that?
Not at this time, but I definitely will keep you in mind in the future.
All right. You know where I'll be, yeah?
Wonderful, wonderful. Been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Back
Oh,
anytime.
I am looking for, sort of like alchemical things, like, not potions per se, but more dusts and magical things of that nature. Would you be able to point us in the right direction?
Honestly, I get all my things from Ocean's Potions. They sell wide variety, magical items and potions. It's not just potions. Unfin over there,
Excuse me.
salt lad.
Is that the
Should be
place
able to
we
sort
were
it out.
before with the cat? Okay.
Yep.
Is that the place where I go to enchant my things?
Yep.
Nice. So
Yay,
it's going
let's
to
go.
the same
Unfin
place.
handles all sorts of things.
Wonderful. Awesome.
What about pets?
You looking
Outside
for
of
pets?
game, can he put a +2 on this dragon? Armor.
It's already
uh,
enchanted, right?
You
Oh.
can.
Oh wait, no, you did
Because
say
you're gonna
that
do that
was-
before, yeah. I said he could before. So
It was like a couple
yeah.
of days to do the
Yeah.
enchantment. Not bad. Yeah, we'll go there. Oceans potions and stuff.
All right, love a day. And as you exit and you head to the again the very narrow but tall shop of the sign out front saying Ocean's Potions. You walk in, the little ding of the door.
Oh.
Once again, you find
Been here before.
you
Does
find
it make
the,
that
cat,
sound
right?
magically, or does
Wait.
he have like a...
No, there's a bell at the on the top
What,
of the door.
Josh?
Oh.
This place has a cat, right?
Yeah, we just talked
As you
about
walk
this.
in, you look to the left and you see. Oh, hey, thanks. Welcome in, Amanda.
Totally paying attention.
As you walk in, you on the shelf to the left, you do see a kind of nestled in a small blanket. Was it the Mimir, the cat? As you come in, she stretches up, does that cat arch thing. Kinda looks at you expectedly. Kinda sniffs at you.
Question.
I'm allergic
Did you
to
just say welcome in, Amanda?
Yeah, we gotta follow. I don't know why the alert didn't go. Sorry.
Oh, I totally didn't see anything go off. I was
Yep, no
real
worries.
confused. I thought you were talking to Josh about watching the show. Welcome in, Amanda. And I was
Welcome
like,
in,
"What?"
Amanda. Whatever, man.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm
But
so
yeah,
sorry.
the cat kind of sniffs at you and kind of
Cedric.
expectedly.
Cedric, did you see this
Yes.
kitty?
I like this kitty. I don't know where my brain was at the moment, but I knew this place had a kitty, and I'm excited. And I pick up the kitty.
Kind of
They
snuggles
should
at you
also have
and
a dog.
makes little biscuits.
I do want a dog. Remember, I did investigate in the library how to, like, tame wolves and stuff.
It's true.
That's
Kind
very
of
true.
snuggles with you a bit. Kind of does that thing where you kind of get close to its face and does that headbutt. That headbutt rub.
Yep.
And
Kitty.
it's at this point you hear some movement coming down the stairs, like footsteps coming down. Hang on, let me get this right. Oh yes, hello.
Hello.
Mimi, do we have? Oh yes, hello there. Welcome to Oceans.
We're back.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back. Yes. How may I help you?
Yes, actually, and she's gonna pull a bottle out of her bag,
Yeah.
and it's what? Why did you laugh?
Said, actually.
Oh, it's
I'm
just
actually him in the first sentence. Wow.
it's just a small bottle with some gray dust in it, I believe. She's gonna hold it up and be like, I'm looking for a substance similar to this, if you would have any. It's called Dust of Corrosion.
Takes it from you and inspects it. Like, kind of, it's got glasses on, kind of like, this is a fur bulk, very tall and slender, kind of lowers the glass. Oh, yes, of course, dust, corrosion, yes, and hands it back to you. Think I might have that, let me check.
I'm gonna recoil in fear from Nif.
Why?
the armor, the new armor. All right, sure. I think I do have, maybe two vials of it. Yes, 2 vials of it. Let me just, let's see, what rarity is that? I can't remember.
It is
that
not
green?
a rare thing. It is just,
it's just common?
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
What does it say? Oh, it says, wondrous item uncommon. I lied.
Oh, uncommon? Okay. He kind of,
wondrous.
he's like, yes, follow me, please. And he kind of heads, to the back of the store, leads you to the back of the store, and then up the stairs. And onto the second level where you've been before, where you're buying potions and such, and kind of goes behind the counter, and you hear kind of tink, 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 as he's kind of shuffling around and pulls out a, like kind of a bundle and unrolls the cloth and has, 2 vials inside of seemingly the same stuff. And yes, I have 2 here. I could probably let it go for, let's call it 150 each.
Oh, 150 you say?
Yes.
I'm trying to think if I have anything to give to you.
Now, how do you
lovely.
apply that?
Really, all you need to do is sort of throw it at them, or you can maybe just like smash it on make them, like pour it over them. You can throw it and smash it on them.
How quickly does it work? Like, if you wanted to get through a grate and you put the dust on the grate, how quickly would it deteriorate?
Fairly instantaneously. Depends on the sort of metal, what sort of metal it is. But
what about
pretty
dragon
fast.
scale armor? I look at Marcus.
Dragon scale armor, I mean, really isn't metal. Like most of it, the scales aren't metal. It won't really work on that, but any metal bits it'll work pretty quickly on, yes.
So robotic things would be definitely in danger.
A Holler Mother? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
150 apiece, you say?
Yes.
All right, a deal.
Excellent.
How many
It
do you
should all
have?
be destroyed.
I just have the 2.
Boo.
Yes, unfortunately. It's not really high demands, especially here in Midgard, where a lot of the infrastructure is metal. It's sort of dangerous. I'd ask that you be careful.
What? Do you know how it's made? Do you have a recipe?
No, I import it. It's some sort of alchemical thing, but it's not really. I'm more into potions and things like that myself, and enchanting. But
I take out my notepad to add to library investigations.
sure,
Thank you. Yes, I'm totally writing words.
I can tell because, you're not holding anything, but yeah, totally. Sort of just scribbling in the air, but I imagine you're writing in your mind.
I'm writing in my memory palace, okay?
Instead of yes-anding you, I no-butted you. Anyway.
I know what in you.
Wow, don't talk about my butt like that.
Okay, moving on.
Don't tell me what to do or say about your butt.
What to do or say about your butt? Moving on.
What are you gonna do about my butt?
All right. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Of course, anything else I can do for any of you?
Anyone else?
Indeed. Yes, remember we spoke last time about you enchanting Alma for me?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. Do you have? You were supposed to get some. You were having some made, of course.
Yes.
Is that complete? Do you have it with you?
I'm assuming it's heavy.
It's heavy. It's
Is that
real
the sound that
fucking
your
heavy.
armor makes?
I guess. The cat sound the cat makes. Who also is like kind of sniffing and rubbing against the pin that you're like the quill that you're writing with currently, Cynefrid.
Ah.
I'm giving
that
her
kinda-
chin scritchies.
Oh, this is my kitty. You don't scritchy my kitty.
That's usually.
Mimir has enough
name is
love to go
Fluffles
around.
I was gonna say something filthy, but never mind.
So this is the armor that you're looking to enchant. Oh, interesting.
The first of
Dragon scale.
others.
Interesting.
I also have this Mizium plate, maybe, and obviously the Mithril at some point also.
Oh, okay. Yes, and
You'll be seeing a lot of me.
if I remember correctly, what sort of enchantments were you wanting? Fortification, correct?
Yes. You said +2 you could do?
I could do +2. It'd take a couple days, yes.
Indeed.
Not cheap. But
Of course.
let me sort of. Did I give you a price? I don't think I gave you a price.
I think it was 1,000 last time we talked.
I don't.
1,000
recall.
sounds about right. I could probably, I could do this for about 1,000 gold in 2 days. That shouldn't be a problem.
I would like to try and persuade him down just a little, on the, I'm
And-
going to come back with multiple suits of armor.
And what do you say? What exactly do you say to him?
Well, sir, I was going to try and persuade you to offer me a little bit of a discount, seeing as how I'm going to be bringing you multiple suits of armor.
And we've been
This would
wonderful
be-
customers.
You
Yes,
have
that
indeed.
as
You have
well.
indeed.
And
Alright,
we
go
intend to continue to be valuable customers.
Oh, that's much appreciated. Alright, well, go ahead and roll persuasion. With advantage because Nif helped.
Okay. That's going to be a 17 plus 9. So,
26. Well, I do like consistent customers, and you've been very good, and you say you've got other pieces of armor, I could probably do it for 750. That's the
For
lowest I can go.
for each of them?
Yes, and it would
You've
be
got a deal,
2
sir.
days each.
Ooh.
Yes.
Which would you like me to do first? The dragon scale?
No, the mithril.
The Mither?
And then I take it off and put the dragon plate on.
Just roaming
alright.
in the shop.
I have clothes underneath.
I mean, it's I
20
Heart
minutes
Thor,
later.
but
I have my vestments and robes and stuff underneath.
sure.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Sure. All right, yeah. So 750 up front. I can go ahead and take
Yep.
care of that, and then
His Thor hammer piercing his cannon.
Don't like it.
excellent. So I'll see you in 2 days. Should be ready for you.
Indeed.
All right, excellent. I'll see you then. Anything else I can help you with while you're here?
I think that's it for me. Cedric, do you need anything?
I am looking for a pet store.
Pet store.
What?
There's not many
What?
pets in Midgard, unfortunately, because sometimes, especially during wartime, food can get scarce. It's mostly small pets.
Dogs.
Like, I actually had Mimir here. I bought him off of a merchant, sailor, a trader from the docks a few years back. There's not many pets, unfortunately. Just the infrastructure of Midgard isn't very kind to pets. Not much greenery. Sometimes we're on reserves for food. Unfortunately, no. I don't really know of any. Not in this city, at least.
Okay.
I believe Mimir here is from Grainhofen, the merchant said.
Okay.
I'm sorry, friend. I know how important pets can be. Is that right, Mimir? As he kind of gives scritches. And yes, that's right.
Now you're making me feel bad. I was going to try to sneak out with the cat.
You can
This
try.
cat is like a protector of this shop, Josh. If you don't remember from the last time that we were here, this thing
Mimir
is
is called Mimir for a
attached.
reason.
Who is Mimir again?
Mimir in Norse mythology is kind of an all-knowing, is a person who basically had Mimisbrunner, which is the mead that
The knowledge of
gave
all
knowledge
things.
to Odin. I believe he was beheaded at one point,
Oops.
and Odin would like go around with his head and kind of use him for advice.
Okay.
And you remember the cat from last time, they called him Mimir because he remembers bad customers and warns about like people that steal and stuff. All right,
We'll get an elephant for you in the desert. Don't worry, Cedric.
Oh, you definitely won't find an elephant here, I assure you that. It'll barely fit down the roads.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Okay.
Don't mind him.
Slides on.
Now all of a sudden I just look like really scary and evil.
It looked pretty fucking badass.
As evil as this, and put Gendry's face back on. I'm Gendry.
Comedy
You should have
retract.
taken it away from me.
I
right,
would love
well.
to try to snatch that from Cedric.
If that's all, thank you very much. I'll get to work on this, and see you in a couple of days.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, thank you, friends. Have a great day. May the gods watch over you.
And as we come out of the shop, I'm gonna be like, so, I know Oscar took off, obviously. He's not been with us this whole time.
No,
He went
I am
straight to the
totally here.
library.
Why would I go anywhere else? I'm totally. It's funny you say that legit as you started talking. I'm like, oh yeah, Oscar's here.
So,
So,
go ahead.
go for it. Sorry. Nope.
So,
Nope, you're good.
oh no, you first.
I would
No,
like
one of-
How do I
to-
look in this new
God
armor?
damn it.
Great.
So I would like to go to the library. I have something I want to research that's a bit more personal to me.
Oh,
Yes.
How
okay.
is it?
Huh? What?
Nothing.
What did you ask, Josh?
Nothing. It's not that type of show.
Oh my god, it super is. What did you ask?
It would have to do with dwarves and their mating
Anatomy.
rituals.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, as a player, it's not cloacas. Anyway,
Fun fact, a dwarf and a half-dwarf are completely indistinguishable from one another.
So,
that wasn't
sorry.
as dirty as I thought it was.
Real
gonna be.
quick, I saw in my notes. I wrote this down. I actually looked at that previous episode, Sam. I quoted 3,000 gold for
Oh,
plus 2
3,000?
enchantment. So let's call it 20. Let's call it 2,400 gold.
Okay.
Sorry, I
bad.
did write that. I checked the episode.
Oh. Wait, are we out of the shop yet?
I figured we would be.
You can be.
I wasn't gonna have this conversation till we were
Yeah.
out of the shop.
Oh.
You can go back in if you want.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna run back in and ask if she can enchant my longbow.
If he can?
He can, yeah. Totally
Oh,
do that.
longbow, are you looking for, like, extra, like, accuracy, like a +1 or 2 or something? Or...
Well, it's just a plain longbow, and I want it to be more special. So,
I mean, I can draw a pretty picture on it.
Picture.
Yeah.
No, just can you enhance it to do
Look at that, Raiders!
like a plus 2?
Thank you, Another World.
Oh, what's up?
I can. Absolutely, I can do that. But unfortunately, I'm working on your friend's armor. It would take 2 days, but it would be after. I can't work on both at the same time. I also have to work on, the shop and stuff like that.
Okay, never mind. Not that big of a deal.
Oh, no, I
Bye,
mean,
Kitty.
you can come back anytime and I can take care of it. But yeah,
Me
complain
marching
to
out
your
of the
friend.
shop.
All right, bye. As I assume you drop the cat off in its place.
Do I?
Do you?
Do you?
Do I? I was like...
The cat
Like, can I take
slices
the-
your carotid artery.
Yeah, I die immediately. No.
Do you?
Not like this.
I put him down. I'm not that bad of a guy.
Okay. Okay. Well then, friends, we're doing some shopping. All right. So yeah, you're outside, and yeah, go ahead.
Would you all be interested in coming to the library as well? I'm a little trepidatious about any of us being necessarily on our own, seeing as how the last couple days have been a little off. And
Well, also, weren't we going to go talk to the guards about the Calorus being
shit.
on, or?
Yes, yes, I know his name. Hang on, I've got it. In my
pretty
brain,
sure it's
mind,
Cynefrid.
it's Cynefrid.
Yes.
Got it. Mate,
Absolutely.
I did that. I remembered that. In my mind brain.
Are we going to do that first?
Yes, let's do that first, right? Gents, everybody good with that?
Yes.
Excellent. Where do we go?
Well, the head of the Skrar guards. We need to find, maybe if we find a guard and ask.
Yeah, there are several, kind of patrols going through. It's fairly heavy in downtown, the patrol presence.
Giggity.
You managed to stop a guard. Oi, how can I help you? Kind of, half-elf, not chubby, but not skinny, kind of just built, you know?
Stocky?
Yeah, carrying around a, pike, in full armor. And how can I help you?
I'm gonna look at Marcus.
Something matter?
What?
No,
What was that guard's name that we're looking for?
Cynefrid.
Yes, that's it.
They're looking...
You know this man.
Cynefrid. Yeah, he's the head of the gods. What you want with him? Is there a problem? I can probably help you.
We need to talk to him about the incident last night.
Roll. With advantage, thanks, Cyber. Finally doing a roll here. They kind of look at each other like, holy shit, and look back. You talking about Tia Tower?
Yes, and the surrounding incidents.
You have information on that?
Yes.
Alright,
And yes, we were near the top of the tower when it exploded.
It wasn't us, though.
Yeah, we didn't do that. That was
We didn't do that.
right.
somebody else.
We don't have to
Right.
reveal any information to these gentlemen.
It's too late. We had Marcus start the conversation. Everything was revealed. Let's be honest.
Alright,
Dropping bombs.
tell you what. Follow me. And, yeah, I'm sure he'll be, very interested in that. Yeah, follow us. They start, leading you down the main road. But first we're gonna take a quick little break. And we're back. So, you guys are, as I said, the guards are leading you, kind of, out of the market and down a main road, sort of to the south. and leads you up to this big sort of building that is almost like you as players would kind of see it as kind of a hangar. It's just that kind of round kind of structure. Rather large. It's got very high concrete fences surrounding it. Or some kind of stone or whatever. And heavy guard presence. You see a lot of guards coming and going, and then guards posted at the front. They lead you through the kind of gate. And into the building. You're in this kind of big hallway. You see the kind of elaborate sort of decorations. The walls, this seems to be an Emir building, like an old building left over. But it's been decorated with all sorts of kind of modern, meaning medieval, kind of decorations and accents and stuff. Wood and clay and stuff like that. But this big kind of wide hallway, and like there's big doors on the left and right kind of dotted throughout the hallway. And he takes you kind of to into the first left door, or door on the left, kind of into this room that is, there's like a desk and a door and some like seats and stuff, almost like a waiting room. And there's a female satyr at the desk. Kind of cute, little kind of pointy nose and kind of ram horns. One of them's kind of the tip's kind of broken off. Red curly hair, like the horns are sticking out of this almost like bush of hair. Like curly hair. Yeah, got kind of freckles, bright blue eyes, kind of looks up. Oh, hello, what's going on? And the guard says, oi, yeah, these folk here are looking to speak to Cynefrid. They say they've got info on the bit last night. It's just, oh, okay. Yeah, you should be good. You should be good. He's just inside. Go ahead, right in. Not a problem. Thank you, love.
All right.
And he goes over and kind of opens the door and kind of motions for you to go in.
I'll walk in.
Walk into this nice office. Now, where the main kind of hall in the building itself is like Emir structure, this room is kind of more like, it's like they took bigger Emir rooms and then sectioned them off into smaller rooms. So the walls are wooden, like modern wooden and stuff. Not too many decorations in here. It's very nice, but it's not too, it's not very, like, there's not a lot of paintings or decorations. On the wall, you see a couple of pieces of parchment kind of framed and hanging on the back wall behind a desk, where a, let me see, a male halfling in very nice clothes. You see on a stand behind him a kind of dummy with armor, a full set of the same kind of armor that the rest of the guards wear, except it's got very nice golden kind of accents. It's like their armor but much nicer, and definitely would stand out, kind of indicating he's sort of the leader. But yeah, this male halfling, he's kind of got a brown, he's got a mohawk. It's kind of curly hair as well. It's kind of a curly mohawk going all the way back down his neck.
Nice.
He's got, again, very nice, like a dark gray shirt and pants, a sort of handlebar mustache, and as you walk in, he's like, "Hello, what's going on?" And the guard says, "Well, yeah, sorry to bother you, Mr. Diebold, but these folks here say that they have information on the events of last night." "Oh, is that so? Well, please, come in. That'll be enough, thank you, Crawford. Of course." And the guard kind of closes the door behind him as he leaves. He's like, "Please, have a seat. And you see there's a couple, like, kind of wooden chairs. Yeah, Nif?
As we come in and do this, like, whole show and dance, I would love to do a perception check to see if there are any, like, there's anything that could notably be a camera or hide a camera.
Give me perception. Or investigation. Nah, perception.
Are
Sorry.
you sure? Not investigation? Because I could do that.
Do you want to help? I could do a perception.
Yeah,
you could,
I mean,
you can
go
do
ahead
one.
and do your own. Because you'll have advantage.
Yeah, you would
on
have
that.
advantage.
Perception, you say? 17 for me.
17, pretty good. About Cydric.
25.
Yes. Both of you kind of on the sly, looking around, like, kind of passing it off as, "Oh, nice
Like
office."
admiring.
Yeah. "Oh, that looks cool." But really, you're kind of scanning the room for anything that could have a lens or camera in it. You don't really see much. Like I said, there's not many decorations in here. So there's not many places to hide things. There's hardly even any shelves. There's some kind of cabinets in the back, but they're closed. And the desk is fairly clear. There's kind of some paperwork and scrolls on it, writing utensils and the like, as well as like a lantern. But you're not really seeing anywhere that could hide a camera. Yeah, Marcus?
Did you guys look for an earpiece?
I didn't.
Yeah, you can give me a perception for earpiece while they're looking for that.
That's a good idea.
Oh, no, I meant, like, because I have not great perception. That would be a... where? 11.
11? I mean, you get a clear look at both of his ears as he's kind of, he stands up and, "Please have a seat." And, like, you get a look at both ears. You don't really see anything in them.
Okay.
Or any way to
Hello.
hide. I mean, unless they're invisible.
It is
Hello,
lovely to
and
meet
he-
you.
Don't throw that
Sort
suck salad on
of
the
reaches
fire.
out, like, kind of stands up in the chair and leans over to, like, shake your hand over the desk. It's like,
Yeah, hey, yo, buddy.
"Hello, I'm, Cynefrid,
Cynefrid.
head of the scroll.
Yes.
Who are you?"
I'm having a hard time remembering her name.
The fake name?
Yeah, Wiesel.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Actually, Wiesel mentioned you by name, and recommended that we bring our information to you directly.
Oh, well then. All right. Okay. Well, friends of Wiesel, friend of mine.
Well,
Have a seat. And I'm sorry. Who are you?
we are, if you've heard of us, we are the Jotunn Slayers.
See if I do. Jotunn Slayers. Not really. Should I? What are you
Ow.
known for?
Slaying Jotuns and stuff. It's not important. It's neither here nor there. What is
Alright.
important is that, well, because of, private interests,
Kind of sits back down, leans back.
as well as, an interest in helping your city, last night, We gained access
Yeah.
to Tier Tower. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
And we killed my uncle.
I wasn't going to mention your family relations, but yep, we did that.
I'm sorry. So you were involved in the ruckus at Tier Tower last night? He kind of leans in, looking a little concerned.
We, well,
Yes.
How so?
we were given information on where the Kelrus family was located, and that they've become quite the problem for your city, so we went ahead and took care of that issue.
Really?
Yes.
So, the
I mean,
rumors are
I was
true,
going to
then.
kill Durlar one way or the other, but
God damn it.
So the
Helping out,
rumors,
yeah.
the rumors are true. Durlar's dead.
He is quite
oh yeah.
dead.
He doesn't have a face anymore either.
Oh, let it go.
No.
Interesting. And what was this bit about family you mentioned? And why were you after him other than he's an asshole?
He's my uncle.
You're Kelrus.
Kind
No. I'm Selvig.
Alright. I don't know what that means. So, but you're related to the Kelrus.
Yes.
Alright. Interesting. So why were you just out of the good of your heart going after him, or?
Yes.
Roll a deception.
Oh god.
8.
Kind of looks at you, tilts his head slightly, and leans back. Really?
Well,
Alright.
there,
You know what they're like, and long story short, he's at least partly responsible for murdering my wife and children, so I have a big beef to, you know.
There's the truth.
Also out of
For
the goodness
reference,
of my heart, but
I know that you're, this is our first time meeting, and he kind of adjusts himself in his chair. I'd advise you tell the truth from now on. But that I actually believe. Sorry to hear that, but that sounds like him. Especially considering how mildly pointy your ears are.
I know.
I can only imagine.
That's a whole thing.
I imagine so.
My
So,
children also didn't have very pointy ears, which they took issue with.
that sounds like him. So why don't you just run me through this whole thing? And he kind of opens up a drawer, pulls out kind of a cigar, and kind of bites off the end, leans back, sticks it in his mouth, and then kind of snaps, and a little flame comes out of his
loose
thumb
flame, I see.
as he lights. So why
Are
don't you
a
just
sorcerer?
run me through the whole thing? Oh, I'm all sorts of things, don't you worry. Why don't you just run me through the whole thing?
Hello.
Here. Hello.
So, we heard about, well, okay, all right. From the beginning, the Kelrus figured out that Marcus was here, sent assassins after us multiple times, interrogated one of them, and learned of a smuggling operation that was happening under the Kelrus name.
Let me just, real quick, stop you there.
Oh no.
As he takes a puff.
Oh no.
When you say they learned that Marcus, I believe it was, is here, you're not from here, I can tell.
Not originally, no.
When did you arrive?
Been a couple months, right? Been a few months?
We teleported in.
God damn it! Yes, that's true.
And really, you teleported in. And how, may I ask, you did that? Did you do that?
Magic.
I would prefer not
Magic.
to disclose that information, if at all possible, to avoid
We're not snitches.
Getting anybody into any sort of trouble. The Kelris have ways
What's
in and out.
important is that we are problem solvers and we solve the problem for you.
Listen, I feel like you're focusing on us. Look at what we've done. I mean, we're the solution.
I mean,
Not the
honestly,
final solution, but we are the solution.
honestly, I will say that I have been looking at you. And I don't really. I mean, you say you were there. You have any proof?
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that. Marcus, are you wearing the armor? Durlar's armor?
No, I'm wearing the dragon plate, but I do have his armor in my bag of holding.
You also have documents that you were supposed to
we have a
bring
lot
him.
of
Just-
documentation.
Just some reminder.
We have the evidence that we were going to give to him.
Well, we gave the
But I think
Svate
you're
a
holding
good
on to
portion
it.
of evidence.
The Svate took a couple things that they didn't want the.
Oh.
It's been a couple weeks, so I'll remind
Right.
you. They took a couple things that kind of for themselves and said that you
But
should
everything
take the
else we
rest
have.
to Cynefrid.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the tower last night, we were able to procure a few things, and she'll take out all of the documentation and set it out on his desk in front of him.
Kinda lays a cigar on and like kind of balances it with the burning end off of the desk and leans forward, slides the paper over and starts kind of flipping through it.
I reach into my bag of holding and pull out his holy symbol that's still covered in his blood. I'm like, we have this too. Jingle,
Oh.
jingle, jingle.
Interesting.
But this is for me.
Ooh, keys. Oh my god. Anyway, he's like
Here, Cedric.
interesting and starts kind of
Oh wait, wrong way.
Oh, wrong way.
starts like flipping through. Mirrored, am I right? Mirrored Discord. It starts
embarrassed,
kind of
I'll take a drink
flipping
of water.
through, and interesting. Oh, very interesting. Oh,
We figured you might like that.
Well, I suppose this proves you were there and that you took part in it. So, please, picks up the cigar, leans back, continue your story.
So they sent assassins after us, and of course we interrogated one of them because they failed miserably at killing us, and got the information that there was some smuggling shenanigans happening at the docks last night. Got there with a bit of help, and definitely threw everyone into the water, except for the last man, Harper. He essentially gave us the location of Tier Tower as their base of operations, and we, along with the Silence Fate, took things into our own hands.
To be clear,
See.
the explosion was not our fault.
God damn it,
As
Marcus.
you say that, and Nip says that, there's a knock at the door.
Oh, good.
Come in. And the door opens and you see a dragonborn. Kind of short and stout dragonborn in kind of scholastic robes. But you see the symbol of the scroll on the kind of chest come in. He's blue dragonborn. Can't be that old, judging by his sort of spikes. And he's got sort of kind of half moon glasses on his nose, and he's like, "You called, sir?" It's like, "Yes, I'm sorry, go ahead, Marcus. What do you got?"
I would like to perception check his ears.
Go ahead.
That would be a 17.
Ears
A
are
little better
clear.
this time. Okay.
You're pretty confident, nothing on his ears. And, like, there's probably not anything, invisible because he's got his glasses going over his ears and stuff, and they don't seem to be interacting with anything, so you're confident. Yes, sir. It's like, yes, can you verify the authenticity of these papers, please? It's like, oh, yes, of course. Kind of walks over and starts takes them and kind of looks around, sees a seat against like the wall, kind of still behind the desk and to the side, and he kind of sits down and starts kind of going through them, inspecting them closely. It's just... Now, sorry about that. This explosion. You said it wasn't you. Who was it?
Not directly, but the cause had nothing to do with you or your city, and if it's all the same to you, I'd love to not discuss that.
It's better you don't know.
Yes.
That, first of all, that's a bit troubling in itself, but,
Right.
I will say that, whatever you think, I should or shouldn't know, I feel like I should know, as head of the guard in this city, why one of the tallest buildings in the city just exploded.
Well, you see...
Long and short of it, somebody else wants us dead, and that's all you really need to know.
Roll persuasion. I'll call it a
something that I'm really
straight
good
roll.
at.
I would give you disadvantage because he's like, no, I should fucking know. But also, Nifrim has kind of been helping you, so I'd say straight roll.
Okay. 22.
22. Well, you must be very popular. Kind of upset I don't know who you are, then.
I know.
Very upset that I didn't know you were in my city, considering you're such a threat, but... whatever.
I'm certain Wiesel can help out with that if you're truly friends.
I'm sure they can. Inga, how's it going? Oh, yes, these do seem authentic. Is this true? Apparently so, and kind of reaches out his hand, and they hand it over, and you're dismissed. Of course. Kind of stands up, kind of nods to you, and shuffles out, closing the door behind him. Says,
Have a good day, sir.
Sets the papers in front of him. Stares at them for a moment, thinking, and looks up at you. Alright, well... This is all very interesting. Troubling, but interesting.
Interesting things tend to happen to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. You seem like interesting people.
I know.
So... First of all, let me first of all say... Thank you. You have done a great service to this city. And because of that, I will not send you over the edge of the bridge for breaking the teleportation rules. And I won't torture
There were
you.
teleportation rules? I had no idea.
Roll a deception
Yeah, I'm
real
not
quick.
from here. I didn't know that.
Both of you roll a deception.
Oh, you guys! He's gonna throw us off the bridge!
He could try.
I genuinely think that Cynefrid and Marcus never paid attention when you told us that.
I do
We
not
couldn't
believe
teleport
that.
in.
19.
Do not believe that.
I can tell you Marcus didn't.
What'd you get, Marcus?
Untrue. Absolutely untrue. We had great discussions at length about it.
Cedric doesn't listen to great discussions.
What'd you get, Marcus?
2.
No, I got a 16.
Okay.
No.
Very lucky you rolled low. Is this? Well, that usually doesn't matter. I'll tell you that now. But either way, and then there's another knock at the door. This. One moment.
Good gravy. Can't we have a moment of privacy?
Come in. And
So busy.
Good
Good
let me
gravy.
see. Cydric
for that
and
biscuit.
Nif, you see him kind of reach for something under his desk.
Uh-oh.
As the door opens and a
Has he got a Glock under there?
a female tiefling walks in,
Another
blue
one?
tiefling.
Hello.
This one's more kind of gazelle horns, kind of up and like twist a bit
Oh, that's
out and then
weird.
up. Bald, on top head, very vibrant red eyes,
Ooh.
wearing the guard's armor. Rather nice guard's armor, like not as nice as Cynefrid's, but better than the ones you've seen kind of on patrol. And just walks in. Yeah, you wanted to see me, sir? Of course. Come over here. I'd like to show you something real quick. Of course. And close the door. Yes, of course. And closes the door and kind of walks over and stands kind of at attention with, hands folded behind her back at the edge of the desk. It just says, Cynefrid says, it's a shame. It's a real shame, Ingrid. Shame about what? And before she can finish the sentence, he pulls out a short sword and it goes through her neck.
Oh.
It's and then she drops down, and as he pulls the sword out, she flops over, dead on the ground. Just- and he kind of wipes the short sword, the blood off the short sword on her, her sleeve.
Well, that was kind of rude.
Sorry about that, but,
Just murdering people.
well, that was a head of the squadron, and one of the most, a name mentioned quite often in this paperwork you gave me here, as he kind of replaces the sword in its hiding spot underneath the desk. And then there's another knock. Yes, come in. As two
more.
other guards, like elven guards, come in, like kind of big brute guys, and it's like, get rid of this mess, would you? Oi!
Oh.
And they kind of both pick up. Like one picks up kind of the arms and the other the legs, and they just kind of carry her out the door, closing the door behind. It's like, sorry about that. That needed done as quickly as possible.
Certainly.
Oh, of course. I
Where were
hear
we?
that lemon juice is very helpful at getting all that blood out.
Ah, yes.
Is that why you smell so sour all the time?
Oh my god. Gross.
Well, all right. Well, as I was saying, I will not be arresting or murdering or torturing you. You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I would advise
smart.
not breaking any further rules, but that said, again, you have done us a great service, and I thank you. I will be passing your name along to the Jarl. Miss Crawford's very busy, however. I'm sure she'll be very happy to hear. And while we don't exactly have the resources for reward, I can tell you that now, as this is wartime, and especially because of your uncle and his friends, we don't have many resources, especially gold. Although it seems some of our guard have been very well paid according to this paperwork. we'll have a talk with them. But either way,
Clean your house.
'tis time for some cleaning, yes. But I thank you. I'll pass along the good word. I'm sure that'll give you some pool. I do have one more question for you before you leave. Don't suppose you've got your paperwork?
We do.
100%.
And I don't suppose it's authentic.
It is totally it.
Just-
Why? What happens if it's not?
Well,
I mean,
normally,
it's
just
an
go
alias
ahead?
I go by.
Could you just go ahead and tip your hand for us, if you don't mind?
normally it would be a hanging.
Oof.
But as I said, we are very thankful. And if you do have fake paperwork, I can get you real paperwork.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, this is really good fakes, but...
I'm sure it is. So that tells me that you do indeed have fake paperwork. I'm not going to ask where you got it.
Thank you.
Good, because we wouldn't tell you.
I don't even remember.
That doesn't fucking help, but... Honestly, at this point, I
Marcus,
just
you
don't
need
give a
to stop
fuck
talking
anymore.
sometimes.
Really do.
Yeah, because we.
But...
He
can
told
have-
me not to lie to him anymore. God.
And you just listen to everything everyone says? That's like a first.
I would advise
over
you
a new
at
leaf or
least
something?
listen to me.
Yes. And
I'm trying to get us out of this without being hung.
We're not gonna get hung. He already said we're not gonna die. Anyway, in the interest of transparency, my name is Nifrim Colburn.
Colburn.
Yes.
Interesting. Are you here on official business?
Yes.
Yes-ish.
No, I mean, we are.
I mean,
I mean,
yes.
We're doing-
Yes.
They know we're
doing-
here.
We're doing God's work.
Do you
The
all
head of
say
the
all this?
the head of the estate
Yes.
knows we're here.
My unfortunately,
Ah.
I don't know if you've heard word yet, but my father has passed away, and my brother Erling has taken over the Colburn estate. And
I had heard
we are-
rumors and was waiting on confirmation of that.
Yes, we.
sorry for your loss, and
Thank you.
very sorry
What
to
other
see
rumors have you heard?
him go.
But Einar and I'm sorry, Erling and I are working very closely on a very specific set of circumstances that are not as of yet public.
I understand. It's not new for the Colburns, CTR, that's for sure, secrecy and all that. But, send Erling my regards and condolences.
Thank you.
Once more, there's a knock at the door.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Come in.
Very popular
And-
today, aren't we?
The same Dragonborn, the glasses, comes in. It's like, yes, I have the paperwork. It's like, yes, come in. And kind of sets it on the table and kind of, pulls up and kind of slides them over for you guys to sign. It is new paperwork for
Already?
Midgard. Yes, I mean, we work quickly,
Apparently. Thank you very much.
We don't really like bureaucracy here at Midgard.
Interesting.
I know that sounds weird considering all the paperwork, but we're quick at it.
I was thinking that, but yes, I understand, I think.
Okay. Efficient bureaucracy. We're more into that, really.
Ah. I'll
Not
sign
the
paper.
bureaucracy growing to meet the demands of the growing bureaucracy?
It's a
Sure.
lot of words, Marcus.
I think it was a Futurama reference.
I
No,
see.
it is not.
Moving on. So, as you see, I would ask that your other paperwork be destroyed.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
In fact, I can take that for you.
Certainly.
You all hand it over?
I will hand over mine.
What's my name again?
Your
Sure, why
paperwork
not?
is, your paperwork says Gendry Billups.
Ah, that's right.
As he takes, the other two of you used your real names. He takes those. He's all good. And his hands ignite as it just, like flash paper,
That's rude.
disappears.
That's rude.
Whew. I was worried that he would look at them and figure out who made it.
You don't know that he didn't. All right, well
Insight
then.
check. No.
All right then.
All right.
Well, again, thank you. I assure you that this, and he kind of pats his hand on the paperwork, this will be taken care of swiftly. No worries about that. But if you need anything from the guard, within reason, do let us know.
Well, thank you very much for your understanding and your assistance.
Do you have any hounds?
I'm nothing if not. I'm sorry, hounds?
Yes.
No.
Like guard dogs.
No. Why?
No reason.
Right.
What about an elephant?
I've stopped
Well, I
asking
have a
that
lot of
around
work
here.
to do, and I'm sure you do as well.
Yes,
Sure
finding
you
an
remember
elephant.
your way out.
Thank you
Door's
very
right
much.
there.
We are doing that. We are leaving now.
Of course. Good luck with whatever the fuck it is you're dealing with.
Oh, you should hope so.
That's ominous.
Is. Did you guys get up and leave?
I'm blunt.
Oscar's like,
and
bye,
ominous.
because I'm here too. As you guys leave the barracks.
Oscar, hush.
He's so noisy. Why does he talk all the time?
I know. I just won't shut up.
So clingy.
I'm imagining him really talking the whole time.
Yeah. He's a quiet man. So you guys are kind of walk back out onto the street. What now?
Yeah. Heading to the library.
Heading to Specky?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh yeah, Oscar got paperwork too. Why not? Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Does my since he doesn't actually know what my real name is, does my new paperwork say Gendry Billups too?
No, he would have had you write it.
Boo.
Yeah.
Sidork knows how to write?
Yes.
Yeah. He's literate, barely. No.
I'm literate.
He's average
I know-
intelligence,
I
y'all.
know the I
Yes.
know the CTR when it comes to the Colburn estate. The C stands for secret because
Yep.
they're so secretive.
Oh my god.
So you guys head to the library.
Oh my god.
Yes, that is it.
You go through the entrance. It's bustling, late morning. Maybe like it's approaching noon. The ring's just about to start rising the other side of the sky. And you go through the entrance. You scan in. Boop. Let's see, what were the names? Funny stuff. Yeah.
I need a dump and
Yeah, I need a dump, etc., etc. Where are you headed? Is Oscar, as you go in, Oscar's like, I would like to check in with your log, see if they have, she has got any more, sort of.
I would also like to check in with your log.
Yes.
I asked Nifrim to talk to her really quick about her wrist thing.
yes. What? My
Okay.
Fregna device?
So yeah, Nifrim, I have an idea
oh no.
based on that dust of. What do you mean? Oh no.
No, continue, please.
So there is
Rude.
a jar that you have of the dust of corrosion, right?
Uh-huh.
and your Fregna device, it has the poison spray, right? Could you edit it to make it blow out the corrosion stuff?
And to make it into a sort of cantrip that only works 3 times and it doesn't work
They
anymore.
go, and then destroys robots.
Actually, Cedric, that is wonderful, but I was wondering if perhaps I might be able to make arrows with a little baggie attached that when it hits it and just blows the robots to, dead.
It blows the robots.
Okay.
Beep boop.
Bing bong.
I like that idea.
That was my
I like that
general
idea,
idea,
too.
at least at the moment. If you can think of a more effective way.
Also, we should look up how to make this stuff.
Make what stuff?
I think we're gonna need it. The corrosion powder.
Oh, yes, the actual alchemical.
Yeah.
I think I have. Oh no, I don't.
So you were an alchemist then?
I don't have alchemist supply. I thought I had alchemist supplies.
No, but your
Interesting.
multi-tool, I believe, can turn into any toolkit.
Oh, it can. Or is it?
Oh, so you have a Swiss army?
That's what the
Yeah.
Fregna device is an artificer's
Yeah.
multi-tool, so I can make
Reskin.
tools from that. Yeah. That's a wonderful
A
idea.
Swiss army penis.
I'll probably work on that tonight at the inn. But yes, let's speak to your log first and see what we can get up to.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So you guys head to Yorlog's office, and the door's open. You see her working at the desk, the very lovely tiefling, kind of in decent robes, but a bit dirty. You can tell she's been working on stuff. As you walk up to the door, she looks up. Oh, hello. It's you guys. Welcome.
Hello, it is
How
us.
are you?
Good.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you, Nif?
Doing
Oscar, yay.
fantastic. How about you?
Doing well. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I've got something for you.
Ooh.
I think you'll like it.
I'm sure I will.
I've unlocked another Beef Laker recording. Pause for laugh.
This one actually is licking beef.
You guys want to see it?
Yes.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes, please.
I put on my helmet. Let's go.
What helmet?
All right. Lead you to the Beef Laker room. And, leads you in. Kind of scans in, opens the door, leads you in. It's like, this one I found very interesting, and I think you will too. I'm not sure exactly what it means yet. I just unlocked it last night.
Leveled up.
Very. I'll let you see. Go
right.
ahead and head in there, and remember, you're fine. You're here. This one's there's a lot less movement. There's like no movement, so you don't have to worry. But yeah, anyway, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just
right.
remember
I
you're
also
here.
have really good armor on.
I noticed. That's very nice.
Let's do this.
Thank you.
Shiny. All right. All right.
Just show off.
All right. So you're in position. You guys kind of go and stand in the Beef Laker room.
The Beef Laker.
He walked away. And she's like, all right. Here we go.
I had to check on Puppy.
Oh, good.
You
As
said beef liquor again.
enters,
I know, I laughed, but you guys couldn't hear it.
kind of enters some stuff into the computer and is like, enjoy. Taps a button. Suddenly, the room disappears. And you are inside a control room. Kind of like the one you saw before with the bloody nose and stuff. Kind of, except this one's got different. The walls are covered with screens and terminals, displaying all sorts of things that honestly don't really make sense. There are a couple dozen people in uniforms that you now recognize from the Valkyr recordings, including that same recording. Many of them are working away at terminals. One of the walls, the far end, is just a large screen. Let me do this. It's currently displaying the Hoðring in the night sky, like it's looking up at the Hoðring. Hoðring looks very familiar, like you see it every night. It appears to have just passed over the sun. You hear a male disembodied voice coming from somewhere, kind of like a voiceover, kind of like the other Valkyr recording you saw. It says, "Now we go live to the North Valkyr Polar Control Room for this momentous occasion." In the room, the sound kind of fades in, as the room's kind of filled with quiet chatter. Someone near the video wall yells out curtly, "Eyes up!" The room instantly falls silent and still. All eyes on the front of the room towards the screen. There, a slender woman, human, the uniform that is ever so slightly different from everyone else in the room, steps forward and addresses everyone. As she speaks, a subtle smile comes across the sharp features of her face. Here we are. 30 years of hard work culminates to this moment. This is where our history truly begins. Dust starts swirling in the air behind her in that oh so familiar pattern. She turns as the dust starts combining together into 3 figures. The figure in the center, you instantly recognize as Odin. He looks just the same as he did when you last talked to him. The man to Odin's left is tall, wearing a long, thick coat made of black and gray fur. His medium-length beard includes short braids, draping down from his mustache. His long, wavy black hair drapes over his shoulders. Wrapped around his face is a cloth covering his eyes as a blindfold. The man to Odin's right stands even taller than the other two. His very muscular, shirtless chest is decorated with elaborate designs tattooed all over his torso, stretching up and down his arms in very fancy and elaborate patterns. His chiseled face is adorned with a very short and neat mustache and beard, the brown hair leading up to beautiful short hair in a tidy, reserved mohawk. This is probably one of the most attractive men any of you have ever seen. It's almost...
Ding.
Exactly. It's almost overwhelming, the presence he has in this room. It's as though the walls were
Ding.
built around him. You want, give me a religion check.
Sure. I rolled a 1.
Oh, that seems
Don't like
inaccurate.
nice people? 23?
I got a 19.
Nif and Marcus, you understand. Cedric, they seem like nice people. That guy, wow, that chest. He is fucking buff, and you're kind of distracted and staring at the tattoos.
He can put a baby in me.
Could. He probably could. You're starting to, you just start kind of wondering about that. Meanwhile, Odin says to the woman that was speaking, "Everything appears to be in order. Whenever you're ready." The whole room appears to be holding their breath in anticipation. The woman pauses, takes a deep breath. activate. Odin smiles and then turns and nods to Hoðr, who nods back, seemingly able to still be able to see. Oh,
I
sorry,
assume
yeah.
we
Basically,
figured out
yeah,
that it
sorry. Sorry, I kind of, yeah, it's Hoðr is the blindfolded and Baldur is the beautiful gent.
And they're
Hoðr,
brothers,
of course, they are brothers.
Yes.
They, of course, Hoðr, the blind god, that accidentally killed Baldur, his brother, thanks to Loki with mistletoe. As Hoðr nods back, the entire room, including the gods, turn to the large screen. Hoðr starts waving his hands in the air, gesturing. Seems like he's casting some sort of spell. And if that's the case, it's really elaborate. It's all sorts of different kind of maneuvers and gestures. Small traces of energy start trailing behind his fingers as he does this. After a bit of the motions, about 10 seconds of motions or so, the image of the ring on the wall begins to change. You start seeing a slight glow emanating from the inside surface, reminding you of the glow you saw in that very first recording you watched in this room with the man and the daughter. As the glow increases in intensity, Hoðr says, "Systems coming online." Baldur kind of leans in and starts examining the picture closely. Geomagnetic fields active. Seeing a boost of at least 300%. Odin speaks up. See their field active. Wash in 3, 2. Suddenly, the gods simultaneously flinch as though a cold chill ran down their spines. Kind of. Odin closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, as if breathing in for the first time. Baldur speaks up. Wow, that feels good. Hoðr smiles and turns to the room. Looks like we did it. The room immediately erupts in applause and cheering. After a moment of the applause, the woman that appears to be in charge says, all right, enough. To which the room instantly falls silent. We still have a lot of work to do before we get comfortable. Let's begin by running some tests, people. Chop, chop. The room immediately sets in motion, people turning to the terminals, furiously interacting with them. Room, like, chatter and, talking back and forth starts rising immediately, but then starts fading out as once again that disembodied voice says, and there you have it. The future of Thorin looks bright thanks to the ingenuity of Valkyr. The image of the room fades to a white void like you've seen before. And in the middle of the room, the familiar Valkyr logo spinning as it flickers off, and you're back in the room that you started. But that's a story for next time.
God damn it.
Come on, man.
Sorry, it ran a little long. I wanted to get to that. Fun little cliffhanger. Woo!
Shit.
What you guys think?
Yeah.
You guys think?
That was very
I'll
interesting.
find someone to raid. Wait, what does it mean? What does it
I
mean?
want to know so much more. So this is the first time we've seen Hoðr and
Yeah.
was it Baldur?
Baldur, yep. Baldur and Hoðr.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the first time any of you have seen them, appear.
Maybe we should have a conversation. I wasn't sure if Hoðr was real or not. I wasn't sure if he was kind of a metaphor for the ring or if the ring was named after him. So I've never bothered contacting him. Very interesting.
Very interesting. I hope you guys found it interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I got a sign off here.
Oh, yes.
Guys, you gotta give me the sign off. That's okay. That's okay. I got it. No worries. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. Sorry about that week off. Obviously had to adjust some things. We're gonna adjust more things soon. Stay tuned. Hit us, join our Discord, discord.forgelore.com. Stay updated, or, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Make sure you're up to date. There's gonna be some changes coming through. Trust me, it's gonna be some awesome fucking changes, folks. So stay tuned, we'll announce stuff soon. Discord is how you get the info first, folks. Well, it's cheeky peeks behind the scenes.
Cheeky peeks!
Thank you so much for joining. Cheeky peeks! Thank you so much for joining.
I'm not partaking.
We love you very much. Miss you when I'm not looking at you. And until next time, the future of Skald looks bright thanks to the ingenuity of Valkyr.